Alright, picture this. You are a fresh new artist, freshly born, came out of the hospital, came to your home, and now you're sitting at the desk with the stylus in hand and the tablet right in front of you. And now you have zero idea how to draw. So first thing, naturally, you go to YouTube, right? And type in how to color digitally. Now tell me this, right? Have you ever been overwhelmed by the amount of how to color vids on YouTube and went... If that is the case, then congratulations, I'm gonna add a video to that ginormous list of how to color digitally videos. So, how am I gonna do that? Well, silly question. I'm gonna be reacting to my own footage and try to explain what I'm doing really. So, as you can see, I have the line out already prepped. I did not record my sketch, as always, you know me. Where's my footage? Is this even recording? Alright, now where's my footage? There it is, there's my footage. Okay, now I can react and commentate my footage. As you can see, as I already said, the line art is already there and I can jump into the coloring process. So, what is the first step you should be doing? Well, for me it is pick out the skin color you want to use, and lay out the flat color first. What does that mean? It's a base color of everything, essentially, right? You fill the entire shape, your skin shape, with the skin color, and then you can start to do a little bit of shading. Now everybody has a own way of shading and doing the coloring and whatever. Me personally, I have no idea what I'm doing actually. I just take everything I learned throughout the years of failing and successing in some pieces and put them all together at once. So what I'm doing basically is using a more saturated color, because I usually start out with a very, very pale yellow and go down into the reds and blues. Now, it's not really always blues, but I sometimes use more purplish blues to contrast the orange shadows, the orange hue of the shadows. Because essentially, now look, I did not rehearse on core shadows or subsurface scattering or anything of that. I'm just here doing the, well, cell shading, not really cell shading, but the simplified shading method of mine, because this is not the usual way as I'm painting. As you might have guessed, I am using indeed line art, and everyone should hate line art in my opinion. It's disgusting, yeah, alright, but I mean it does slap if you do it right. So as you can see, I'm using purplish thingies right now to accentuate the eyelids, and I don't know why I did that. That bright orange was straight up trash. Good thing I deleted that. And now you can see I'm doing the core shadow beneath the chin, the cast shadow for the throat, because as you can see my light source is kind of all over the place as always, but usually the area beneath the chin, there will be a shadow which is cast upon the throat. So that's that. Oh, not the throat, but you know, the neck. Yeah. Alright, now you can see me doing the very basic pink highlights on the shoulders, which I figured, alright, hey, let's do some white highlights on top of them. Was that not the part that was supposed to come up right now? Was I too fast? Commentating? Alright. Never mind then. There's a point where I try to highlight the shoulders, you know, the basic, well, anime shoulders. But yeah, I think, wait, maybe not, alright. Nah, but I basically scrapped that and thought to myself, that's way too anime, bro, that's not my style. And neither is this drawing my style, but as you can see, I'm using the same old pencil, not the pencil, but the brush. Also, if you have noticed it, I actually put up the view, the window for the brush, which I've been ignoring for the past videos, because I figured, like, I mean, you can't really read what they're saying, right? You can't read the names. I mean, hell, even if I set the OBS recording to HD, you won't be able to read it, because it's too, well, the letters are too tiny, but whatever. As you can see, there is some blue underneath the collarbone. Now, why did I do that? That is because of the global illumination. Whenever you paint a person outside, because this person is me, I mean, this is technically me, this is supposed to be me, my avatar, you know, haha. Whenever you're outside, you will get a little bit of global illumination. So what does that mean exactly? That means a little bit of the sky's blue will be reflected onto your skin, which makes for a bit of more dynamic feel, and you know, your shading won't look as monochrome as, well, it does. Yeah, but it adds just a nice contrast between the orange and blue because those are complementary colors. So yeah, that's the whole reasoning behind that. Now, why did I decide to make my top blue? Black. I love black. I really do. I know it's not a color, but it's the favorite shade I like to wear, so don't come for me, I don't care, haha. I mean, everybody's entitled to what they wear at the end of the day, so if you are one of the people who judge other people based on what they're wearing, you can screw yourself right now. Alright, as you can see, I tried to give myself like, I don't even know what's it called, but it's not supposed to be a bra really, but those suspender type thingies, those let me actually look it up what's called what it's called in English so I can refer to it professionally. Wait, hold on. We have lazier, we have girder, we have beam, we have the carrier. I don't really think it's any of those, but as you can see, I tried giving myself one of those because I thought to myself, why not, you know? You know, screw gender norms and whatever. I mean, I'm non-binary, so I don't really have a gender, but whatever. As you can see, I'm doing the folds right now. Now, with black clothing or really dark clothing, what I like to do is go to a yellow. Go to yellow on the color wheel and pick out a really dark yellow, because in my opinion it contrasts the normal black really well and makes for good light when you do the light part of the folds. Because you know, folds are basically dark, light. No, not really, not always, but you know, you try to accentuate the part of the fold where the light comes out, so you usually have like a, you know, a simplified I don't know how to describe it, to be honest, but like left dark, middle light, and right it's again a little bit dark, so you can add like this depth to it. And this light part I usually make it like a skin tone yellow and mix it in with the black. Now for the hair, it's been a little while, I'll admit, it's been a little while since I've drawn black hair. Now why is that? I usually end up drawing people, I don't know, it's just, you know, I don't know, it's, I mean, how often do you reply to your mom texts, right? Like, come on bro, come on now. Now as you can see, I'm leaving a lot of light between each hair strands. Now why is that? Usually when you draw hair, there's a few, I mean, there's a concept which you have to be able to recall. Now wait, what am I talking about again? Ah, bro! When drawing hair, there's usually one rule to keep in mind, right? And that is the half tones and the full tones. Now the full tones is when you have the very dark areas and the very light areas. That will be most likely, well, in that hair's hue. So for my hair here, the full tones, the dark ones will be full on black, the light ones will be white, obviously, and the half tones, the middle sections where the light part and the dark part cross, these are the parts that will give your hair the volume you want, because this is where like you can leave a little bit of light, what? This is the part where you can leave a little bit of light between the full tones, so you can like have this transition between dark and white or white and black. With my hair at least. As you can see, I've just done that with that lock of hair, which is, you know, this one right there. Yeah, you know which one I mean. And essentially, if you do that over and over, your hair will look very nice and voluminous, haha. Yeah. But essentially, the one mistake I did make though was not adding another hue to my hair. I purely left it black and white, which I believe is alright. It adds for a nice monochrome look on the hair, and in the strands, right? In the strands which go into my face, which are like covering a little bit of my face, you can see that the skin layer underneath the hair layer is peeking through, right? So you kind of have like a yellowish shade piercing through the black, and that also makes for a nice contrast. It might not contrast, but you know, it adds a really nice look to it, because you have like this orange going into this more white black look. And to be honest, come on, you well, not love, but come on now, black and orange and white and orange are great combinations in my opinion. So it's drippy, come on now. To explain those blue circles underneath my eyes, yes, you've guessed right, there are supposed to be tears, indeed. So why is that? Because, well, why is that? Simply explained, this is a frame of a, I don't know how many frames I animated, but a little animation I did, which I intended to post, but I don't know how to make YouTube community posts. So if you want to see them, go to my YouTube. Actually, I can upload them, I guess, and it will be uploaded as shorts if the video is under a minute long. I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Actually, don't quote me on any of the tips I've given so far, because this is very, very unplanned and freestyle, as you might can tell. Yeah. Let alone my sentences, they are not planned at all. No script, no nothing, baby. Haha. Alright, nevertheless, let me open my window really quick. Don't forget to get that fresh air, everyone. As you might recall, I've said that artists don't need health, self-care, whatever. Don't listen to me, as I've said, don't listen to me. Take care of that body first before you sit down for hours and hours to work on your art project. Now, I realized that my hair was way too light, so I went back and made individual strands and certain parts a little bit darker, which you can keep in mind, not which you can keep in mind, but what you can keep in mind when drawing hair. A little bit of design theory for you right here. It's called big, medium, small. Look it up, kids. It's really good. Now, the back part of my hair is the really big part. The bangs are the small part, I would say, and the medium part is, well, you can't really see it, but I would call it, well no, actually let me rephrase that real quick. The big part is this right behind me, right? Like the toppest part of my hair is the big. The locks of hair that are like going down to my shoulders, those are the medium, and the small are still my bangs. And if you keep that in mind, big, medium, small, you can apply that to a lot of things actually, like, I don't know, cars, phones, oh well, maybe not phones, I mean they're just rectangles, but you know, a lot of stuff. You can apply it to a lot of stuff. Like look at microphones, for example, because I'm holding mine right now and speaking into it. Yeah. If you look at the microphone, it's also made up of big, medium, small design theory to look aesthetic as possibly to the human eye. And yeah, that's so much for the hair. As you can see, I have a little bit of stark orange, right where the collarbones meet. That is because it's the, I don't know why I added that, to be honest. It's just my style of, I like making like really bright saturated colors fade into like less saturated darker hues, as you not can see, because I've, well, went to the head, but yeah, now you can see. Well, maybe not. All right, fucking hell. Look, the bright orange fades into a darker red, dark red, or saturated dark orange, which makes for, well, good contrast, you've guessed it. It's not a contrast though, I don't know what to call it. It's just a nice fade transitional effect to make like more colors appear, to make certain parts of my face or body appear more appealing. And it looks like, I feel like I'm selling myself here, but that's clearly not what I intend to do with this video. I'm so sorry. Again, global illumination on the nose and the eyes. As you can see, the light blue on the tip of the nose. I just erased that, never mind, but I left it at the eye. Now I went back to those stripes. I don't know what you call it. I don't really care right now, but I love them. I would love to wear them in real life, but I don't know where to get them. I mean, it's not clearly just those strings, I know that, it's just another piece of clothing underneath, but I can't even find them, let alone a good off-the-shoulder cloth thingy top. Like, god damn it, is it that hard to find nice clothing? Hello? Hey, yo! Alright, back to it. As you can see, I went for a darker wine red because that is also one of my favorite colors. Yeah, I did not contrast it at all. What if I were to go back now, I would contrast it with like stark light blue. Because it's sharp, it stings in the eye, but on the other hand, I think it would add for a too strong neon effect, so I might have not done that after all. That's the thing, right? I went for a very pale color palette with this painting because I wanted to look more, you know, laid back, still a little more quiet. As I do have tears in my eyes, which are not flowing because it's not the animation. But oh yeah, I forgot to mention. These are the animations, by the way. Yes, sir. I hope you like them. I hope you like the crying variation. I made them because I can't cry in real life. Well, I can cry in real life, but you know, sometimes it's just hard, and this has turned into a more different video than I imagined it to be. But whatever. I hope you still enjoy it. Oh god. Anyways, as you can see, I'm almost done with the hair. Or the drawing in general, but I did indeed double down on the hair layer. Why? Because it was simply too light in my opinion, and I don't have gray hair, I have black hair. I'll be going gray though after this video for sure. Look, I don't know if this helped you in any way, but I just realized I didn't explain too much about coloring, huh? Obviously, for each part of the drawing, make a separate layer so that you can always go back and fix certain parts. It's very advised, especially if you use a line art drawing. It's harder to like go back and fix stuff if you draw on one layer or if you paint on one layer. So use individual layers. Make use of layer modes if you try to do something. Like I think with this one, I didn't really pay attention to my footage because why would I? I went back and I think I copy pasted it and went back and just dropped the opacity of the layer on top. What you always can do is if you want to make something darker, just double the layer, go to multiply. It will instantly make your painting more saturated, more darker, and just drop the opacity to the level you want, you feel comfortable with, and yeah, just mix it in with the layer underneath, and there you go, baby. You did it. You drew. You can draw. I love you. Be proud of yourself. You made something beautiful. Yes, and always keep in mind that complementing and contrasting colors are always nice to look at for the human eye, very pleasing. As you can see, I went for a very pale palette, as I already said, and I am very, very happy with this painting because, especially the lighting on the hair, right? As you can see, the big white shape is the part where I said it's the full tone, right? The half tones are where the white goes into the black, and the really dark parts are again not half tones, but full tones. All right, this is it for me. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I will try my best to answer them and give you advice throughout the way. I hope this helped you, and I love you. If you love me, drop a like, subscribe, tell your friends about me. I am trying to be a cool artist, YouTuber. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry for being so chaotic with this one, but it's just that I have a very limited time to record when my parents are out of the house and this whole place is quiet. So, either way, I'll see you in the next video. Toodles, love you, bye!